Hi everyone. Today we are going to be looking at this. And this is the Stroh 80, which the Americans will call the Stroh 160. And it is, I'm going to use the word carefully. Please don't send me a whole bunch of snotograms telling me I'm so stupid. It's a rum made in Klagenfurt in Austria. And it's been made there since about 1832 or thereabouts. And it's always been a spiced spirit, you know, which is to say that it was neutral alcohol or made from beets or whatever, primarily beets. Beets is what I've always heard about. And then they start adding spices to it, very much like the Tuzimak or the Marewska rum or the various Eastern European Frischnitz and other types of rum or rums or spirits, call them what you will, that are called Inländer or Frischnitz, and were for many years, decades really, the almost like the national drink of Eastern Europe, because they didn't have Caribbean colonies or access to shear or whatever it was, right? The important thing about this one is that it actually isn't meant to be drunk. It's not its purpose, although of course people do, especially the ETA or the 160. I'm going to call it the ETA, right? It's ETA proof. It's 80% ABV. It is a powerful son of a bitch, but it's not meant to be drunk. Just like the docks from Jamaica are really not meant to be drunk either. You can certainly true that and have bragging rights, but it's meant to be put into a Jägertee as part of the tasting profile. It's meant to be put into pastries. It's almost like the national drink of Austria, especially during the winter, like Glühwein, for example, in Germany sometimes is in the Christmas markets. A lot of people, of course, will drink it, and then they're going to write reviews about it, saying what utter shit it is. Now, I've tried this thing at least 3 times. The first time was around 2012 when I bought a bottle in Calgary. And then again, I tried it in 2021 when I picked up a small bottle. They're all, they tend to be small. You don't really need a whole lot here. You're not going to share this with your friends in any way. So I got another one and in those 10 years or so, the profile has actually changed. Now, for the most part, you are getting a lot of spices. Oh yeah, I mean it's hot. I mean it really kind of burns even on the nose going on its way down. But for the most part, what you're getting is rubber. You're getting acetones. You're getting all that ethanol kind of spirit, hospital methylated spirits kind of vibe to it, and then you're getting all the spices that they add into it, which is things like the cinnamon or nutmeg or the powdered fruit. I don't know what on earth they put in here, but it actually isn't completely bad. I scored at 75 points on the first go around, and I think a little bit more the second time. But at the end of the day, it is still very much what it always was, a spiced spirit. Now, I have heard that they are now starting to actually use neutral alcohol from rum, or a very high ABV rum that's practically neutral, in order to be able to call it rum. And this was as of about 2021. I really didn't know whether that was ever true or not, because, what sane person is going to drink this, right? The thing is, it really is hot. It really is very, very spicy. And, once all that alcohol fumes burns off, you're still getting the same kind of notes that it's very, very rich. Is it worth drinking? That's only something that you yourself can answer. I think that you would drink it to experiment and to see what it was like, to kind of like broaden your horizons. The spiciness of it is really kind of interesting, as long as you keep in mind what it's really meant for, which is to put into other things, right? Other drinks as a base. You can make a Jägertee with it. You could B52, I suppose, just like the Bacardi 151 was. At the end of the day, I think it is not the sort of thing I would drink on a regular basis. Even the dialed-down versions like the 60 or the 54 or the 40 or whatever, they just, the artificiality is self-evident, and you don't really want to be dealing with that all the time. So on that basis, it kind of fails, but it is actually a drink of Austria, and it does have a long heritage which must be acknowledged, just like the Casino 50 or the Tuzimak or some of the other Eastern European drinks are, because they exist, and we have to acknowledge that they do. And just the fact that they're made in a different way from what we're used to doesn't invalidate them as national drinks in their own right. And if they come from sugarcane in any way, shape, or form, then we deserve a chance to take a look at them, even if I think they don't serve any sane purpose, aside from kind of like just ripping your gullet out, right? I mean, the fucking thing is really bloody huge in flavor. It is hot as a lake of fire exploding in your face, and not everybody's gonna like that. But I took a look at it and I thought it was okay. So I think if you ever do run across it in a bar somewhere, give it a shot. You can't go too far wrong with it. And let me know what you think if you ever do. So that's it for today, and I will see you the next time. Bye bye.